You guys, I am on a mini vacation, working a little bit and with my family, and I needed to get on here because one of my recent videos actually was about grieving friendships, and I had several long-term friendships that I grieved. And thank God I still have friendships that I've had for a long time. I have friendships that I have for 2 years, 3 years that are healthy relationships. And I really want to dig a little deeper on the gaslighting topic. And I want to say this: if someone is dismissing you, making you feel like you shouldn't show your emotions, telling you that you need to relax, you're overreacting, and you just need to be cool and chill out, that's not cool. Like, they are dismissing your emotions, they are dismissing you being human, the way God created you to be emotional, because they don't want to be called out on their mess. Like, that's not cool. Like, no, don't relax. Like, it's a natural physical feeling that you are having, when you feel like something's off. The bell goes off, like, alert, 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 something's wrong here. Hold on a second. So keep moving, keep your emotions, and your response can just be this: well, this is the way I am. So, and really, you know what I do? I just move accordingly, because they're not going to hear you. It's going to go in one ear and out of the other, because they're so busy trying to convince you that you are crazy, that you're too emotional. And leading to the next way of how people would gaslight you, they will project their behaviors onto you, project their flaws onto you, make you seem like you have the flaws that they have. And you know that you don't have these flaws, so you're taking up for yourself. You're like, are you crazy? No. And then next thing you know, you're like, actually, you're this way. And then there you go. You have a big old blown out argument, or you're just going back and forth, wasting time, but you got better things to do. You know what I do? Move accordingly. The next way of how someone would gaslight you, it all depends on their age, because typically, no offense, a lot of older people will lose their memory. And if that's you, seek help by going the holistic route. That way that you can have a more whole life, for as being able to think clearly, not having brain fog, and being able to remember things. So this one is really touchy, because a lot of people are forgetful. A lot of people are becoming so forgetful because of exhaustion and tiredness. We're living in a new society where we are overworked and we are exhausted. So I get it, but be careful, pay attention to this sign. If you are contradicting yourself and you're like feeling confused about what someone is saying to you, and you know that's not how the story went, and you know that's not what they did, and they're like denying what they said and denying what they did, be really careful about that. If you have a lot of doubt in your heart, in your mind, your spirit, then you can become a victim of gaslighting, because you're going to doubt your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and the truth. So work on being more assertive, work on knowing what you want. I have a video about what you want. We can't sit here and complain about what we want when we don't know what we want. So focus on being assertive, being sure. If you have to write down the story, that's why journaling is so important too. You can write down about different situations, problems, and you can write down how your day went, but make sure you work on being assertive. and work on knowing the facts. Because there are so many people out here that's ready to manipulate you. And gaslighting is the worst. It's the number one way that people manipulate. Have you ever heard someone tell a story and they left out the most important parts of the story and you're like, wait a minute. So the part that you left out, you left out all the bad pieces. The pieces that make you look crazy or vulnerable and maybe even guilty or a villain. Be very careful of that. And I don't want you all to just focus on relational, not just relationships. This happens this can happen with your parents, your kids, your friends, your siblings, co-workers, boss. Pay attention. It can even happen in customer service. Be really careful. Take your time and don't focus on reacting with anger, but focus on reacting with logic. And you look that person in the eye and you mean what you say. Another way that I personally experienced this one, minimizing your achievements and the things that you have accomplished. Have you ever had someone that just minimized your achievement? Like you were super excited, over the top excited because you worked so hard to get where you are at. Not alone, but with God, of course. And they just like, okay, well, that's what's up. Like anybody can do it. What a blow. Like that's a blow to your self-esteem, your confidence, and it makes you wonder, how does this person really feel? Not about you, but about themselves. That tells a lot about a person when they can come at you a specific way. I'm not telling you all to condemn these people that do such things to you. Move accordingly and keep it pushing, but don't forget to pray for them. Please like this video and share it with somebody that you like and share it with somebody you don't like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. I am all about mental health, healing. Check out Battle Depression Anthem. That music video has changed and transformed so many lives. Battle Depression Anthem, oh my gosh. When I became obedient, because it took obedience to write the song, it took obedience to make the video, and it took obedience to get on camera and do an interview, which I was terrified to do, but I knew that it wasn't about me, it was about people's lives. And still to this day, it jerks my heart, it jerks my tears. And this past Sunday, we had almost, I want to say over 60 people that got baptized. And there were dozens of teenagers, and there were dozens of teenagers and young adults in school, teenagers in school and college that gave a testimony. And a lot of these testimonies and deliverance came about through the summer camp of suicide and attempting to commit suicide and going to the hospital and cutting themselves and being robbed, being shot at and being shot and surviving. I could not contain myself. Don't take it lightly. There's people walking around with no smiles for a reason. Don't judge them because they're not smiling. They're going through something so big, so eternal, that they don't even know how to express themselves or release it. Let's be kind to one another. Let's not judge one another. Matter of fact, Make it your business to be impactful. Plant good seeds. When you have a moment and you want to lash out, take a deep breath and exhale. And if you need therapy and you know someone that needs therapy, please click the link below. You will receive 2 weeks free of therapy. Be vulnerable in those 2 weeks. You can pick out a personalized therapist based on your beliefs and background. This is not a joke. I take this very seriously. I do not take this lightly when it comes down to healing. If there's any other topics that you would like for me to talk about, please leave a comment below. And also, is there anything else that you have seen signs of when it comes down to gaslighting? Leave a comment below. So victorious ones, don't give up, don't give in, keep on pushing. When that trial presents itself, know that there is joy in that trial, not joy from the trial. But when you hold on, your faith will grow and you will be ready for the next trial. And it will be no big deal. And you will persevere and you will have resilience. And you won't look like what you've been through. Take a seat back. Don't look in a rear view mirror because you're not going back there. You're going forward. And I don't care what people say about you. You know what God has created. He created us in His image. He created each and every one of us individually. There's not one person that's the same. There's not one person better than the next. So if you are open, learn. Open up to people who are doing great things. Surround yourself with 5 people that are doing great things. Ask questions. You'll be surprised they're waiting. And until next time, victorious ones. See ya.
The day my 4C hair grew past my shoulders, I knew I needed a little extra TLC. Introducing NAIJA Growth Elixir, an all-natural blended formula with essential oils that grows your hair, whether in a curly state or tamed. Combats itching and dandruff, stimulates hair follicles, moisturizes hair so you can retain length. Just apply on your scalp, hair, locks, and guys, don't forget about your beards. Great for at-home salons and barbershops. To receive 10% off, visit our website at www.naijabeautyproducts.com.